Welcome to Veil Crossings, where the mirror between worlds has been fractured. I'm Jazz, your guide beyond the mirror, and today's true story will keep you wondering what happens during that liminal space between wakefulness and sleep. If these true, eerie stories pull at you, brush your finger against the sigil below. It helps those wandering between worlds find their way here. And if you've had your own brush with the unexplained, whisper it to me. I'm always listening. When my sister and I were in college, our parents moved across the street into a new house, and they let us stay in the old place for a while. It was our first night there alone, just the two of us. We stayed up late watching movies, nothing special, and eventually went to our separate rooms to sleep. The layout of the house is important in order to understand what happened to us that night. The middle of the house was this big open space with the living room and kitchen. On one end of the house were our two bedrooms. The doors were across from each other. And between those doors was a door to the bathroom. But that bathroom hadn't been used in years. It was stuffed full of old storage, and so much had fallen against the door over the years that you literally couldn't open it. If you tried, it would hit piles of the things inside. On the other end of the house, there was a bedroom and the functioning bathroom. Those were on the complete opposite side of the house, pretty far from us. After saying goodnight, I went to my room and laid down. I was half asleep in that drifting off stage when I heard something that caught my attention, but not enough to stir me completely. It sounded like heavy footsteps, almost like someone was wearing boots, and they were walking through the house. The steps came from the far side of the house, the part where no one else was staying, and I hadn't heard any doors open from that end. The footsteps slowly moved through the house towards our end, and they sounded clear and strong, not faint or imagined, but like someone was actually walking on the floor. They came all the way to the area between our two bedroom doors. Then I heard what sounded like a door opening all the way, with that distinct long squeak of hinges, and closing again. It sounded so close that it could only have been my sister's bedroom door, the bathroom door, or my own door. And I knew what my sister's door and what my door sounded like, and there was no way the bathroom door could have been open. I was still half asleep at this time, so I brushed it off, even as I heard the footsteps walk away and fade out. I heard no other doors open or close anywhere else in the house. Since I was half asleep, I just assumed it was my sister. But even in my groggy state, I started wondering why she would be stomping through the house in what sounded like heavy boots. And the door that I had heard, it didn't sound like her door at all. I was too tired to think much more about it, so I started drifting back off to sleep. Then suddenly my cell phone rang. It was my sister. She was calling me from her room. Her first words were shaky. "Was that you?" My heart sank. None of this made any sense. "No, that wasn't me. I thought it was you." We were both freaked out at that point. Getting up and going to that door was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. But we got up. We opened our doors, and we met in the middle. We turned on all the lights in the house and searched everywhere. There was no one there. Nothing was disturbed. All the doors and windows were locked. And the bathroom door between our rooms was still jammed shut, exactly like it always was. There was no possible way anyone opened it from the inside or the outside. The part that really unsettled both of us was that we had heard the exact same thing. The steps, the location, the strange squeaky door opening and closing. We weren't even fully asleep yet, so it wasn't a dream. It wasn't imagination. It wasn't one of us confusing the sounds. We had both heard it and experienced the exact same thing. When we told our parents about it later, they brushed it off and said it must have just been the cats. But there was absolutely no way. Cats don't sound like a heavy person walking in boots. And cats definitely don't open and close doors that have been wedged shut for years. To this day, neither of us knows what we heard, but we both know one thing: we weren't imagining it. Thank you, dear traveler, for crossing the veil with me. Until next time, keep your mirrors covered, because you never know what may have followed you back.